Hi, my name's Talia. I want to talk to you today about how to get better results with your training in less time. We all want to do this, right? So, if you are starting out on your exercise journey, if you're restarting your exercise journey as a mum, listen in for some points on what to do to make your training more effective and more efficient so you're not wasting time that you don't have and that you're getting the results that you really want. So my name is Talia. I am a online fitness and health coach. I work with mums to help them find a routine around exercise and healthy eating so they can build their best forever body. Okay, this is the body we're in for the rest of our lives. Let's make it an absolutely rocking one. So, what is the problem? You're starting out on exercise, you want to restart something again. You don't have time as a mum, right? You don't want to make another commitment, even though you know it's going to possibly benefit you. Or let's scale it back a little bit. You don't know if it's going to benefit you. You don't know if what you're doing is going to work. You don't want to commit to something that doesn't work because you've done this in the past, maybe. You want to spend your time on doing something that's only going to get you results. And so I speak to a lot of women who are hesitant or unwilling to take that first step because they just don't know if it's going to work for them. And really, it's totally reasonable. Like, you've got a lot of stuff on, you've got a lot of commitments. You don't want to be doing something that is not working for you and not getting you to where you want to be. So, with your training, there are better ways of doing things than others, okay? I have not always done the better way. I'll come clean now. When I first started out on my fitness journey, I had no real idea what I was doing. I was, copying other people, which is not what I needed to be doing for myself, or I was, just looking at things on the internet. I was trying to guess my way through it. And really, I didn't really have any change to my body that I could speak of because I didn't have structure, I didn't have a plan, and I wasn't really doing things in what were the best way for me. So, fast forward nearly 20 years, I'm all across this stuff, and I want to share with you a structure that you can follow to make sure that you're really getting the best results in the most efficient way. So, what are the steps? Number one, you need to be focusing on your posture and mobility first. Is it boring? Yes, a little bit. Is it important? Yes, vitally. If you're not moving well, if you are super tight and super jammed up, the second you start to load weight or the second you start to pick up the intensity with things, your body's not going to like it. You're going to get injured, worst case scenario, or you're just not going to be working the right muscles or in the right way. What does this mean? It means that you're essentially wasting your time with your training, okay? You're not getting the results that you want to get because your body's not moving right. So focusing initially on getting your posture right, getting your breathing right, really foundation stuff, getting your body moving well, this should be your number one step. Number two, focus on building a really strong core. And this is particularly important if you're in those early postpartum weeks and months because our core strength goes, right, with the baby. Focusing on getting those muscles strong and working well is really, really going to help all of your other health and fitness goals. Your core is sort of like the foundation of your body. So if you think about building a house, if you have foundations that are rubbish, your house is going to get cracks in the walls, or it's going to start to fall apart. If not immediately, definitely down the track. It's the same with your body. Make sure your core is strong. All movement starts from here. Everything originates from here. If you are stronger through the core, you're going to be stronger overall, and you're going to be able to push your body when you need to push it, which is what you need to change your body, which is what you need to get the results that you want. So focusing on building a really strong core, that's your number two step. Number three, you're going to focus on building all over functional strength. So what is that? Basic strength through basic movement patterns. So things that you might know are like a a squat pattern, so squats and lunges, like pushing, pulling, carrying heavy things, bending over, all of those sorts of things. Getting your body strong through these movement patterns is really, really important, because it means that you're going to stop yourself from getting injured. You're going to recover better. You're going to be able to push your body harder when it matters. And so that means you're going to be able to get more out of it. So all of this stuff, can you see how it's sort of giving you a staged approach for building a really, really strong foundation for your body? Next, what are we up to? 4, I think. 4, start to focus on your fitness, okay? And the reason I put your fitness down the track a little bit is because you're just going to be able to get more out of it. You're going to get results faster if you're moving well, if you're strong, okay? So if you try and go for a run before you've got a strong core, or you try and go for a run, you know, if you've got super, super tight hips, or you're really not that strong, you're not recovering that well, you're just not going to get much out of it. And I'm all about you spending your time on what you're going to get the most out of, being more efficient with your time and being more efficient with your training. So put that fitness down the track a little bit, and when you get to it, you'll actually be able to push, and you'll actually be able to get a lot out of it. And then finally, when you've done all that, you've got a super, super good foundation for your body now, right? Now you can start to focus on your high intensity stuff. You can start to focus on your sports performance goals. You can start to focus on your body composition goals. And guys, that includes weight loss, okay? Weight loss is way, 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 way down the track. And the reason I put it down the track, again, is because if you focus on it here, you are going to get results quicker than if you focus on it first up. The reason for this is, to lose weight, you need to be burning more energy than you put into your body. So one of the biggest things you can manipulate with that is exercise, how much energy you're burning. If your body is strong, if you are fit, if you are recovering well, if you are moving well, you're going to be able to push yourself harder, burn more energy in a shorter period of time. Weight loss is much easier, okay? No one likes losing weight, so guys, make it easy for yourself. If you try and do it without having that strong foundation, it's going to be very, very hard to use exercise as a variable. So then you have to go to nutrition. Do you have a strong foundation here? Right, it's the same sort of thing with nutrition. You need some solid, basic foundation habits in place before you start tinkering with your macros and restricting calories and all those sorts of things. So building that foundation with this is probably a lie for another time, very, very important as well. So there's your process, 5 points. Go through it in that order. There'll be a little bit of an overlap, but make sure you sort of feel like you can tick off each step as you go before you move on to the next one. And that's where you're going to get the best results for your body. And it's where you're going to get the most long-term results for your body. So if you skip this process, if you go straight into high intensity stuff like doing box jumps and things like that, even though you're not moving that well, even though you're not recovering that well, you know, maybe you'll get some quick gains initially, but then you're going to plateau very fast. You're possibly going to go backwards, and you're possibly going to get injured. And that's where a lot of people, and you might have done this in the past yourself, you sort of get into this yo-yo position with your body where, you know, you're getting some gains and then you drop off. You lose some weight and then you put some back on. You get stronger and then you get injured, okay? And you're always sort of in this state of flux. You're never moving forward at a consistent rate. What I want for you guys is to be able to keep these results and keep building on them forever. Get out of that yo-yo sort of way of living with your body. And so focusing on these steps, focusing on building that solid foundation is so important, because once you have that, your training becomes easier, your nutrition becomes easier, the results you get are more effective, more efficient, and you can really keep them forever. So thank you for watching. Please reach out with any questions. I work with women one-on-one to build this really solid foundation, both with your body training and nutrition lifestyle habits. So I would love to chat to you.